16th sum. 5 cards, the 10, Jack, Queen, King and Ace of Diamonds. These are the 5 cards. Are well shuffled with their face downwards. One card is then picked up at random. Number 1. What is the probability that the card is the Queen? Number 2. If the Queen is drawn and put aside, what is the probability that the second card picked up is an Ace, a Queen? First we'll see the first part. Total cards. Total cards they have given here. How many cards are there? 5 cards. Which are they? The 10, Jack, Queen, King and Ace of Diamonds. So total cards are 5. Now you find the probability of the first part. Probability that the card is the Queen. Probability of what? That the card is Queen. Queen. Only one Queen is there. So it is 1 upon 5. 1 upon 5 because total cards are 5. First part is over. Now the second part says that if the Queen is drawn and put aside, right? As the Queen is put aside, number of cards is equal to now 4. Because in the beginning there were 5 cards. The second part of the example says that Queen is put aside. If Queen is put aside, out of 5 cards, how many cards are left? 4. So number of cards left are 4. Then we have to find probability of the card is an Ace. Probability of an Ace. Of an Ace. Ace is how much? 1. 1 upon 4 because now cards left are 4. So probability of an Ace is 1 upon 4. This is the first part of second bit. Now, or I'll call it as A. Now B. Probability of a Queen. What will be the probability of Queen? Probability of Queen 0 by 4 is equal to 0. Why 0? Because Queen is put aside. So as Queen is put aside, now it is not the part of the probability. So probability of Queen is 0 upon 4 is equal to 0. Seventeenth sum. A lot of 20 bulbs. A lot of means not LOT, lot. Lot means a bunch, a group. A lot of 20 bulbs contains 4 defective ones. One bulb is drawn at random from the lot. What is the probability that the bulb is defective? Second bit. Suppose the bulb drawn in 1. 1 means bit 1 is not defective and is not replaced. Now, one bulb is drawn at random from the rest. What is the probability that the bulb is not defective? So there are 2 bits. Okay, we'll see the first bit in solution. A lot of 20 bulbs means total bulbs is equal to 20. 4 are defective in 20 bulbs. Defective bulbs. Defective bulbs means not good. How many? 4. What is the probability that the bulb is defective? So we have to find the probability of the defective bulbs. So I will write here. Probability of defective bulbs is equal to 4 upon 20, because defective bulbs are 4 and total number of bulbs are 20. So that is why probability of defective bulbs is 4 upon 20. If we reduce it, it becomes 1 upon 5, because 4 ones are 4 and 4 fives are 20. So this is the first bit. Now we go on the second bit. Is the first bit understood? I'll rub and then I'll go for the second bit. Now what does the second bit says? Suppose the bulb drawn in 1 is not defective and is not replaced. If it is not defective, obviously it will not be replaced. But now they are saying one bulb is drawn at random from the rest. If one bulb is drawn at random from the rest means total number of bulbs left will be 19, because total bulbs are 20. I'll write here as one bulb is drawn at random, therefore number of bulbs is equal to 20 minus 1 is equal to 19. Why 19? Because one bulb is drawn at random from the rest, means from this, right? So it will be 19. Now we have to find the probability that the bulb is not defective. Not defective means what? Good ones. We have to find the probability of good bulbs. Again I am telling you, the question is, what is the probability that the bulb is not defective? Not defective means probability of good bulbs. So I will write here, probability of good bulbs is equal to 19 minus 4, 15 upon 20. Sorry, 15 upon, now it is 19. Why 15? Because total number of bulbs are now 19. Out of 19, how many are defective? 4. 4 are defective. So if 4 are defective means 15 are good ones. And what is the total? 19. So probability of good bulbs is 15 upon 19. 1. Eighteenth sum. A box contains 90 discs which are numbered from 1 to 90. If one disc is drawn at random from the box, find the probability that it bears number 1, a 2-digit number, number 2, a perfect square number, number 3, a number divisible by 5. Solution. How many discs are there in the box? 90. They are numbered from 1 to 90. So, number of discs is equal to 90, right? Now we'll find the first bit, probability of a 2-digit number. In 1 to 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Till 9, these are 1-digit numbers from 1 to 90. If 9 are 1-digit numbers, what will be 2-digit numbers? 90 minus 9, that will be 81 upon 90. Understood why 81? Because we have to find the probability of 2-digit numbers. And in 1 to 90, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 are 1-digit numbers. So 90 minus 9 is equal to 81. So 81 are 2-digit numbers. So probability of 2-digit number is 81 by 90. Divide it. 9 9s are 81. 9 10s are 90. So this is the probability of 2-digit number. Second bit. A perfect square number. Probability of perfect square number. Now from 1 to 90, how many perfect square numbers are there? Let's see. 1. 1 is the perfect square number, right? I'll write here. 1. Then 4 is a perfect square. 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the numbers which are perfect squares. How many are they? 9. Because from 1 to 90, these are only the numbers which are perfect, which have perfect squares. So, probability of perfect square number is how much? 9 upon 90. 9 upon 90. Right? 9 ones are 9. 9 tens are 90. So, probability of perfect square number is 1 upon 10. Third bit. Probability of a number divisible by 5. Probability of a number divisible by 5. So how many numbers are divisible by 5 from 1 to 90? Let's divide. This is 90 divided by 5. 5 18s are. So it is 18 upon 90. 18 upon 90. Divide it. 18 ones are 18. 18 fives are 90. So the answer is 1 upon 5. So probability of number divisible 5 is 1 upon 5. Nineteenth sum. A child has a die whose 6 faces show the letters as given below. A, B, C, D, E, A. The die is thrown once. What is the probability of getting number 1, A, number 2, D in solution? Total outcomes 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So total outcomes are 6. Straight I will find out the probability. Probability of A. Probability of, or I will write probability of getting A. What is the probability of getting A? You can see A is 1 here. A is here also. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 upon 6. Reduce it. It becomes 1 by 3. Understood? Probability of getting A is 2 by 6. If we reduce it, we get 1 by 3. Now probability of getting D. Probability of getting D. D is only one time. That is 1 upon 6. Twentieth sum. Suppose you drop a die at random on the rectangular region as shown in the figure. You can see the figure here. What is the probability that it will land inside the circle with diameter 1 meter? We can see here rectangle is given. In this rectangle, length is 3 meter, breadth is 2 meter. Right? First I will find area of rectangle. Okay, to get the probability, first I have to find the area of rectangle, then area of circle, then I will get the required probability. Area of rectangular region is equal to L into B. This is length. Length is how much? 3 meter. What is breadth? 2 meter is equal to 6 meter square. So area of rectangular region is, right, 6 meter square. Now area of a circle. What is the formula for area of circle? Pi r square. pi r square. Diameter is given of circle 1 meter. What will be the radius? 1 by 2 meter. Even we can write 0.5 also, but if we keep in fraction, calculations will become easy. Diameter of a circle is 1 meter, radius is half meter. Pi by r square is equal to, keep pi as it is, into 1 by 2 whole square. Because r is 1 by 2. That becomes 1 square is 1 into pi upon 4. Right? What is area of circle? Pi upon 4. Because radius is 1 by 2. Diameter is given as 1 meter. Now I will find the probability. Probability of dropping a die inside the circle. Probability of a die inside the circle is equal to area of circle upon area of rectangle. Probability of dropping a die inside the circle is equal to probability, right? How will you get probability? Area of circle upon area of rectangle. Area of circle upon area of rectangle. What is area of circle? Pi by 4 upon, what is area of rectangle? 6 is equal to pi upon, this 6 comes and gets multiplied with 4. This 6 comes and get multiplied with 4. 6 4s are 24. So answer is pi upon 24. First sum. A lot consists of 144 ball pens, of which 20 are defective and the others are good. Nuri will buy a pen if it is good, but will not buy if it is defective. The shopkeeper draws one pen at random and gives it to her. What is the probability that number 1, she will buy it, number 2, she will not buy it? First we'll write the details. Total ball pens. Total ball pens. How many ball pens are there? 144. Out of 144 ball pens, how many are defective? 20. Defective ball pens is equal to 20. If 20 are defective ball pens, then good pens will be, good means not defective, good pens is equal to 144 minus 20 is equal to 124. 124. Now I'll find the first part. Probability. She will buy means probability of what? Good pens. Probability, okay, of good pens. 124 upon 144. 124 upon 144. Let's see, can we reduce it? Okay, we'll divide it by 4. 4 3s are 12. 4 1s are 4. Here 4 3s are 12. What is left? 2. 4 6s are 24. Right? 4 3s are 12. 4 1s are 4. 4 3s are 12. 14 minus 12 is 2. 2 and 4 24. 4 6 are 24. 31 upon 36. Second part. She will not buy. She will not buy means what? Probability of defective pens. Probability of is equal to 20 upon 144. 20 upon 144. Divide okay 20 and 144 by 4. 4 5s are 20. And this is 4 3s are 12. 4 6s are 24. So probability of defective pens is 5 upon 36. 20-second sum. A game consists of tossing a 1 rupee coin 3 times and noting its outcome each time. Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same result, that is 3 heads or 3 tails, and loses otherwise. Find the probability that Hanif will lose the game. When 3 coins are tossed simultaneously, the possible outcomes are 8. How many possible outcomes? 8. First I will start from here only. Okay? When 3 coins are tossed simultaneously, the possible outcomes are Possible outcomes are 8. Which are those possible outcomes? Either all the 3 will be heads or 3 tails, then head, tail, head, tail, head, tail, head, head, tail, 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 head, head, tail, 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 head, head. See here. When 3 coins are tossed simultaneously, the possible outcomes are 8. All the 3 coins will be head or 3 tails. Head, tail, head means first will be head, second will be tail, third will be head. Then tail, head, tail, head, head, tail, 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 head, head, tail, 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 head, head. Now, what does the second part says? That Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same result. Sorry. But what does the second part says? That Hanif wins when all the tosses give the same result. When the tosses give the same result, either when all are heads or all are tails, then only Hanif will win. Otherwise, in the other cases, he will lose. He will lose means if it comes head, head, tail, head, tail, head, head, tail, 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 head, head, tail, 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 head, head means 6 possibilities. If 6 possibilities comes, then Hanif will lose the game. So, probability that Hanif will lose the game is equal to 6 upon 8. 6 upon 8. Reduce it. 2 3s are 6. 2 4s are 8. So in this sum, first you have to write all the possibilities. That is 8 possibilities. And then you have to write the probability. Then only you get the full marks in board exam. 23rd sum. A die is thrown twice. What is the probability that number 1, 5 will not come up either time. Second, 5 will come up at least once. A die is thrown twice. We know that when a die is thrown, a die is single die, the possible outcomes are 6. But here when a die is thrown twice, the possible outcomes are 36. 6 6 becomes 36. Which are the possible outcomes? First we have to write all the 36 possible outcomes. Then only we can write the probability. So how I will begin? When 2 dice are thrown simultaneously, the possible outcomes are 36. Again I repeat, when 2 dice are thrown simultaneously, the possible outcomes are 36. How 36? See here. 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. What is the meaning of 1 1? 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. Both the dice are thrown. On first dice, one number. Second dice also 1. Second time, on first dice 1. Second dice 2. 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. Second time it will be right. 2 1, 2 2, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5, 2 6. Meaning is on first dice 2 is coming up and in second dice 1 is coming up. That is the meaning. Third case, it is 3 1, 3 2, 3 3, 3 4, 3 5, 3 6. In fourth case, 4 1, 4 2, 4 3, 4 4, 4 5, 4 6. In fifth case, 5 1, 5 2, 5 3, 5 4, 5 5, 5 6. And in the last case, in the sixth toss, 6 1, 6 2, 6 3, 6 4, 6 5, 6 6. It is not 11, keep in mind. This is not 12, this is not 13, this is not 66. These are the possible outcomes. 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. Similarly, okay? 2 1, 2 2, 2 3, 2 4, 2 5, 2 6. 3 1, 3 2, 3 3, 3 4, 3 5, 3 6. 4 1, 4 2, 4 3, 4 4, 4 5, 4 6. 5 1, 5 2, 5 3, 5 4, 5 5, 5 6. 6 1, 6 2, 6 3, 6 4, 6 5, 6 6. So altogether how many possibilities are there? 36 possible outcomes. Now I will write here, okay? First part, probability that 5 will not come up either time is equal to means we have to check that 5 will not come up either time. We'll check here. Is it coming here? No. So we'll check here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 because we don't have to take this. 5 is coming here and it is asked probability that 5 will not come up either time. So here 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 because we don't have to count 5. Right? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This row don't count because everywhere it is 5. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25. So what is the answer? 25 upon 36. 25 upon 36. Now the second bit. Probability that 5 will come up at least once. This is the first bit. Second bit is probability that 5 will come up at least once. At least once. So means we have to count, okay? Where 5 comes. Here it is coming 1. In second column row, this is 2. 3, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? And this is 11. So it is 11 upon 36. So these are the two cases. First is probability that 5 will not come up either time is 25 by 36. And second bit is probability that 5 will come up at least once is 11 upon 36. The last example of this topic, 24th question. Which of the following arguments are correct and which are not correct? Give reasons. First bit, if two coins are tossed simultaneously, then there are three possible outcomes. Two heads, two tails, or one of each. Therefore, for each of these outcomes, the probability is 1 by 3. Let's check, okay, whether the probability is 1 by 3. If it is 1 by 3, still we have to give reason. If it is not coming 1 by 3, still we have to give the reason. Then I will write here possible outcomes. Possible outcomes. 4. Which are the possible outcomes when two coins are tossed? Okay. Head, head, tail, tail, head, tail, tail, head. These are the 4 possible outcomes. First, we'll find the probability of getting two heads. Probability of getting two heads is equal to 1 by 4. See here, getting two heads together means 1 upon 4. Then probability of getting two tails is equal to, again see here, 1 by 4. 1 by 4. Then what is left? One of each. One of each means what? Probability of getting one head and one tail is equal to 2 by 4. 2 by 4 means 1 by 2. But what does the example says? That the probability is 1 by 3. But we see here, in all the cases, probability is not same. It is totally different. So, the argument is wrong. So, the argument is wrong. The second bit, if a die is thrown, there are two possible outcomes, an odd number or an even number. Therefore, probability of getting an odd number is 1 by 2. Let's check whether the statement is correct or not. We know when a die is thrown, the possible outcomes are 6. Which are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I will write here. Okay. When a die means dice. When a die is thrown, the possible outcomes are six. Which are they? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. First we'll find the probability of an odd number. See here in these numbers, 1 is odd, 3 is odd and 5 is odd. So how many numbers are odd? 3. 3 upon 6 means 1 by 2. Now we'll see probability of even number. Even. Which are even here? 2, 4 and 6. How many numbers are there? 3. 3 by 6 is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, argument is correct because they said that the probability of an odd number is 1 by 2. So this is the probability.